Hey everyone, it's Boss from home again, back from maternity leave with another awesome video to hook you up with more legitimate, high-paying remote jobs, no scams. So if you're tired of the hustle and you want to work from home, but you don't want to deal with a lot of the crazy deadlines or endless Zoom calls, this one is for you. And trust me, these boring remote jobs will have you earning good money while still allowing you to have flexibility in your schedule. So keep on watching because this list gets even more boring as it goes on. But first, why would anyone want to have a boring job? While some of these jobs might not sound very glamorous, they often offer a sense of stability and a sense of peace that other high energy, high pressure roles simply cannot provide. So for many people, a boring job means less stress, fewer tight deadlines, and even minimal multitasking, which can actually be a welcome change from the hustle and the more demanding careers. So these jobs often allow individuals to work at their own pace with fewer distractions or expectations, making them very ideal for those of you who value a more calm, predictable work environment. For remote workers, this can especially be appealing because as you can avoid the commutes and enjoy a more balanced and low-stress lifestyle while earning a steady income. Also, boring jobs can actually be a stepping stone to something greater financially. So while a lot of these jobs do not offer excitement, they do require minimal experience. So this makes them super accessible to a wide range of different people, including those of you seeking a side hustle or a job transition. Many of these roles here also provide easy entry into the world of remote work, which offers freedom and the ability to work from home. And for others, these jobs offer a chance to take on more simpler tasks that allow them to focus on maybe personal growth or further their education or even have a side project without having to be bogged down by all of the stress and the chaos that come with more fast-paced jobs. Okay, so today we're diving into some more boring remote jobs that are low stress, they don't require much experience, and they are surprisingly well paid. So whether you're a side hustler, you're looking for a chill full-time gig, or you're simply wanting to make money without all of the different pressures that come, these jobs are perfect for you. So let's jump right in. Okay, so if you are only interested in a simple job where you know exactly what you are expected to do from day to day, and maybe you have a strong grasp on the English language, then perhaps a proofreading job is your best fit. And so this job is simple and repetitive, which makes it a great option for those who don't mind working by themselves with not so many distractions. And so you're reading a lot of text, you're checking for spelling, grammar, punctuation, just making sure that everything is perfect. So the task itself can be pretty boring. You're going to be doing a lot of the same kinds of things over and over and over again, and it does not require much creativity either. So as a proofreader, you'll be checking a lot of written documents for errors. You're making sure that everything is grammatically correct, and you're making sure that the text is flowing in a natural way. And the best part here is that you don't need a degree at all. You just need strong attention to detail. And so some companies that are hiring for this role include Scriber. They focus on academic proofreading. Proofreadingservices.com, they offer a lot of flexible remote proofreading gigs. And according to Glassdoor.com, you can make up to $80K as a proofreader. It all has to do with what company you're working with, the platform that you're using online. You could get paid less, of course. And here are some extra companies that are currently looking for proofreaders. And so let's talk about how to prepare. So if you're interested in becoming a proofreader, the first thing that you want to focus on, you'll need to practice your proofreading skills. And trust me, it's not as boring as it sounds. You can start by using websites like Grammarly to help you catch a lot of the common mistakes, and even understand the rules of grammar. It's a lot like training your eye to spot different mistakes before they even happen. Next, make sure that you highlight your attention to detail on your resume. Proofreading jobs, they rely heavily on your ability to spot even the tiniest error, so you definitely want to make sure that your resume does reflect that. And you don't need a degree, but by showcasing your attention to detail and maybe doing a few free proofreading gigs or even projects, maybe for your friends or your family, you can build your portfolio, and this gives you a competitive edge. So next up is one that might be labeled as a lazy job, if there ever really was one. And you might be wondering, okay, why? Because in doing this, there really is no right or wrong way. You can pretty much do this with your eyes closed, and it really would not strike a red flag to anyone. And so this lazy job is one of a survey taker. And yes, I'm talking about getting paid to answer questions about different products and services. And so honestly, it's as easy as it sounds. It doesn't get any more boring than this. The repetitive nature of taking surveys might not excite everyone, but it is a super low effort way to make money. So survey takers, they simply fill out different surveys for market research purposes. And it's really a no-brainer gig where you're paid for sharing your opinions on products, websites, and even ads. A few companies that are hiring for this position include Swagbucks. They offer a huge range of online surveys and reward-based tasks. Also, Pinecone Research, they're known for their higher paying and quality surveys. According to ZipRecruiter, as a survey taker, you can make from $14 per hour all the way up to almost $50 per hour. On average, it would be about $31 per hour within the US. I found other numbers across the internet, which I did not believe, because they were saying you could get paid a huge salary of $50K, which I know is not true. And so now if you're thinking about maybe becoming a survey taker, it's really simple in order to get started. First, all you need to do is create different accounts with survey platforms. And some of the best ones to try out include Swagbucks, like I mentioned, Pinecone Research. And so signing up for these platforms, it's really easy. Once you're all in, you're going to start seeing different surveys pop up. I recommend filling out as many qualifying surveys as you possibly can, maximizing your chances of getting high paying surveys. And so when you're doing these different surveys, you want to try to stay focused, since it is repetitive work and it's easy to maybe zone out because it's so boring. But remember, you're getting paid for your time. Okay, so if you don't have experience, but you definitely want a boring job that pays well, email marketing is definitely one of those jobs that might sound more exciting than it really is, but it pays really well and it requires minimal experience. So writing emails, it can feel extremely repetitive and lack the excitement that you might find in different creative fields. But if you enjoy structure and results, then this might be your type of job. So as an email marketer, your job is to write and send email campaigns. You're also optimizing them and analyzing performance. You'll be helping different businesses communicate with their customers, all while enjoying a fairly predictable schedule. A few companies hiring for this position include Constant Contact and SendGrid. So in order to prepare, you want to learn basic email marketing strategies. A lot of resources are available online. Definitely familiarize yourself with email marketing platforms like MailChimp or Constant Contact. So if you want a low-key job that pays really well, you might want to consider being an online ad evaluator. It's really all about evaluating the relevancy of different online ads. And so basically, you're just watching ads, you're reviewing them for accuracy. And so it's not really engaging, but it is an easy task that you can do from anywhere practically. So in this job, you'll be evaluating online advertisements, you're judging their quality, their relevance, and even their accuracy based on certain criteria. A few companies hiring for this position include Appen. That's a company that often hires a lot of evaluators for ads and search engines. Also check out Lionbridge. They are another employer within the space. So if you're looking to be an online ad evaluator, you definitely want to do any of the following. So first, get comfortable with search engines and the online ad platforms like Google Ads. These are the main things that you'll be evaluating in the job. So being familiar with how these ads work will actually give you a huge advantage. And so the next step here is to pay attention to small details in online ads. This job is all about evaluating the accuracy and the relevance of different ads. And so knowing the trends in online advertising is super important over here. So the more you understand about what makes an ad effective is the better that you'll do at your job. Okay, so last on the list is compiling mailing lists. It's as boring as it sounds, but it is a great way to make money without much effort. So you're just collecting a lot of contact information for different businesses or organizations. And so it's a tedious process, but it does not require any special skills. So your job here will be to gather and verify contact details for different email campaigns, marketing outreach, or even business directories. And so accuracy is key, but it's not much more than copy pasting. So companies hiring here include SigTrack, a company that hires remote workers to verify voter signatures and other documents. Also, Wonder offers a platform for researchers who are in need of assistance with maybe gathering and organizing data. And last but not least, let's talk about compiling mailing lists. So in order to prepare, you might want to brush up on your data entry skills. Excel or even Google Sheets will be your best friend here. So absolutely make sure that you are comfortable navigating those different platforms. You'll be doing a lot of organizing and inputting data, so knowing your way around them will save you time and energy. And one thing I recommend is setting up a mock project where you are able to gather contact information for maybe a fake business or event. And so this will help you practice the process and make sure that you are familiar with the ins and outs of compiling accurate contact lists. Okay, guys, so there you have it. 5 more boring remote jobs that are super simple, easy, and they pay surprisingly well. These jobs are perfect for anyone who does not want the stress of a fast-paced job. So if you're ready to make a change and you're looking for that perfect work from home job, you should absolutely give any of these career choices a fair shot. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if it gave you value, gave you a little bit more insight on a few career paths that you can try if you are interested in boring jobs, please go ahead and like this video. Also share this video with someone who you know could benefit from a boring job, and subscribe for many more videos just like this one. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.